Muspelheim, Ild, Is, Sober falder ind, ja, Jotus skaber af sig.
Welcome back everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are playing Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon with Johnny Weird. I really like this game, you guys. It's interesting, it's close enough to Skyrim that it doesn't feel too weird. Anyways, today we're going to face off against a necromancer. We're going to turn in a bunch of quests. Thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel.
There is a small fee of 5 gold coins for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Bless you, kind stranger. Those old bones are not what they used to be. Here, just take the key. Be careful, though. There's evil dwelling in those crypts. Oh, and I hope I don't need to remind you not to rob any graves. It's terribly rude, and I'd rather not deal with the complaints. I know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the 3rd row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his 2nd wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten. Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore. Master is Master. He commands the dead. I don't know much else. I'm here to serve, not to ask questions. Dunno. Usual. Glowing chalk, candles, and dead bodies. I even saw some new faces recently, but they didn't stay long. You want me to betray his trust that easily? We barely know each other. I wouldn't tell you even if I could. Because it's my purpose. The sole reason I was brought back. That has never changed, just as I haven't. But I'm happy where I am. The dead need company too, you know. The folks here were forsaken by the living. At least I can make sure they're not lonely.
Careful there! Try not to step in the array. It's advanced magic. Very fragile.
Stop. Well, what I am doing here is very important. Besides, I'm hardly hurting anyone. Well, anyone that matters, that is. Oh, please. Is that the only thing people can think of when it comes to necromancy? What use would I have with an army? My ambition isn't to command the dead, but death itself. I aim to make Avalon a place where people won't have to fear it anymore. The problem is, I keep missing something. Raising the dead is easy, but I don't want mindless minions. I want truly living undead. Yet no matter what I do, it just won't work. Nonsense. The process, as you aptly called it, holds no secrets from me. I have studied its every stage, every aspect, all while keeping meticulous records. It's almost insulting how straightforward it is, how little variety there is at its very core. Death truly does make all of us equal. And yet, capturing the connection between the flesh and the spirit continues to elude me. No matter how I approach it. I've even tried to force it, but to no avail. Warduk. You mean the servant? I'm not sure where you got that idea, but he is indeed merely a minion. Quite a sophisticated one, I'll admit, but he's never said more than 2 words to me. Fine. If you wish to waste your time with him, go ahead. Who knows, maybe his first master simply forbade him from speaking his mind. Still, don't hold your breath for any groundbreaking insights.
Oh, you're back. Oh, does he now? That's quite admirable. And rather unusual for his kind. Normally they act as though they know all there is to know, yet they always end up baffled by their failures. Oh, I'd love to help, but alas, I'm not certain I can. You see, death is intensely personal, and as such, quite indescribable. Well, whether you die alone or surrounded by loved ones, dying is the loneliest experience of our lives. It can't be shared or taken from someone. In the end, no matter how it happens, our death is the only thing that truly belongs to us. It's a potent experience, one for which there are no words, because there is simply no need for them. Nobody is meant to die and then return to tell the tale. I'm afraid not. But honestly, I wouldn't mind if it convinced the Master to abandon his pursuit. It's clear now how futile it is. He would be better off dedicating his time to... really, anything else. Oh, it's such a waste to see someone spend their life chasing the unattainable.
Well, what earth-shattering revelation do you have for me? Are you threatening me? The This is my life's work. You don't understand. This island, it wants us all dead. For 600 years, everything here has been trying to kill us. No matter what we did, it seemed hopeless. So, I sought a different solution. And I've done terrible things to get here. Abandoning it now would mean it was all for nothing. Another way? What other way? This is all I know. You might have a point there. I've discovered things about the human body that no healer has ever talked about. It's been both fascinating and terrifying. I'll need to drastically improve my success rate, but maybe I could turn all my knowledge of death into something more. First though, take all these. I won't be needing them anymore. I guess this is goodbye. Thank you for everything. I hope we don't come to regret this.
The Master just left. You know, that's never happened before. Never. Their kind are quite persistent, to put it mildly. Their obsession with death tends to lead to, well, you can probably imagine. And it always ends with a mess for me to clean up. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I guess I'll keep doing what I've always done. Tidy up the crypts and put everybody back to sleep. Then, I might try to catch a nap myself. Until the next one comes along in 100 years or so, and I'll have to start all over again. A few. They don't come around too often, but when they do, it's always an entire ordeal. I've even set aside a special crypt for them. They may not have been the kindest men, but they still don't deserve to be completely forgotten. You can visit them, if you like. Don't worry, they won't be wandering about. They're all quite peaceful in death. Perhaps that's all they ever needed. Goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. The folks here might not show it, But we really do appreciate a visitor now and then. It's nice to be remembered, even if just for a little while. Oh. No. Every one of them thinks they're reinventing death or breaking the circle of life. And the only thing they're doing is disturbing some honest folk in their rest.
Someone's out there.
Rumpled? What are you talking about? You found someone alive in there? Wait, Rumpled? The one who disappeared centuries ago? The chef obsessed with herring and cheese? All that effort, all that money, and it's Rumpled. Oh my God, I'm crying. But, well, a deal's a deal. Here's your cut. Honestly, I thought it was about the lost treasures of the Dauriata, maybe an army of undead berserkers, something that would end the world. You have no idea how scared I was of this job. And now you're telling me it was undead Rumpled. All right, I'm feeling better now. Do you need anything else from me? Try not to get yourself killed. Or do. Either way, I'll hear about it.
It's you. Mahone is getting better. I don't know what you've done, but your results are remarkable, at least for us. Unfortunately, Cole isn't improving, but I'll allow the refugees to stay. His fate is in their hands. They'll do what they want with him. I'm not going to be responsible for his life. It's not our concern. No. I only care that the situation is resolved. One less thing to worry about. Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Great. A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the dark druid from the legends, was it? Good thing you got rid of him then. We already have the Dauriata almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot. You did well. Maybe it's not so bad having you here. Excalibur. You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it. Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the Age of Legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say. Yes, it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk. If you're mad enough to try, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose. You've done your part in proving your worth. All right. You deserve the truth. You won't find the captain at the Horns of the South. He ordered us to lock down the keep, and then he disappeared. I have my suspicions about where he might be, but I can't say for sure. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong. I don't like your tone, my friend. But all right. I suspect he's at the All-Mother's Temple. But I will warn you. If he's not dead already, I'm pretty sure you'll be if you decide to go there. That's where the Dauriada tribes are holed up, and they're not known for their kindness. And if you do find the captain, tell him to return to the Horns of the South as soon as possible. Galahad the Pure is already on his way, and he won't be pleased to find a bunch of keepers hiding behind the walls without their commander. We'll all face consequences if that happens. It used to belong to the keep. You could say it was its beating heart. That village was where our lighthouses led the ships, and where the workers lived with their families. Ah, those must have been the days. But then the ships stopped coming, and there were less and less new keepers, and the others left looking for a better life. Until, at last, the sea took most of it. Depends on your idea of interesting. There's a weird statue with a gong, but I'm not sure how much of it is left. Other than that, probably just damp rubble. I don't know. Ask Marg. I'm pretty sure he just sits there all day instead of hunting. No wonder we've been eating nothing but fish. What else was there to do? There weren't enough people to live there, and nobody wanted to anyway. Not since the monsters started coming out of the sea. We wiped out most of them, but new ones showed up every now and then. Marg, our hunter, keeps an eye on the place. You can talk to him if you want.
Okay, everybody, thanks for sticking around. That was an amazing adventure, and it sounds like we finally get to find the captain, which will lead to us gaining access to Excalibur. Okay, that's going to be awesome. Hey, you guys, check out the Johnny Guitar channel. I play a lot of Skyrim. I play a lot of Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on this adventure, and we will see you next time we play Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon.
Yeah.